Hello, I am the Fanatic, and I welcome you to my world. Today on our very first episode, we are going to put to rest an interesting debate that has been going on for many years now. No, it isn't Goku versus Superman. That argument is completely fruitless. The actual argument we will be discussing is who would win in a battle, Android 18 or Zangya. I see this question pop up every year, and yet no one seems to be able to honestly figure out who is the stronger of the two. It comes as no surprise that these two are often compared together. Why that is? Well, perhaps it's because they seem to be the only female characters in DBZ that can actually fight, and even keep up with the main cast at one point. The certain lack of female fighters in DBZ, both good and bad, is quite unfortunate, wouldn't you agree? So without further ado, let's begin. Now, I don't mean to be a buzzkill, and as much as I would like to say that this would be a very close match, unfortunately when you really break it down, there's not really much to debate here. The honest truth is that Zangya would win in a landslide. It's not really a matter of opinion, but rather a matter of fact.
Well, that didn't take long.
I've noticed that a lot of people just seem to choose Android 18 solely because they like her more, which really doesn't work as a legit argument, don't you think? It really doesn't matter what power level someone makes up on the internet. All you really have to do is just watch the show and the movie, and you could see why Zangya would easily win. You think it would be common knowledge. Just think about it. When Android 18 is first introduced, she would be more powerful than a Super Saiyan, and at the time stronger than the entire main cast. But when Imperfect Cell comes along, we find out that he is much more powerful than Android 18. Then after he absorbs Android 17 and becomes Semi-Perfect Cell, he becomes even more powerful than Android 18. Then it's shown that Ascended Super Saiyan Vegeta is even more powerful than Semi-Perfect Cell, making him and Trunks so much more powerful than Android 18. After Semi-Perfect Cell absorbs Android 18, he would then become Perfect Cell, making him even more powerful than Vegeta, and only Trunks at full power could keep up with Perfect Cell when he suppresses his power. Then when Bojack arrives, which takes place after the Cell games, we witness Zangya and the other henchmen take on Trunks and put up a pretty good fight. The best way to look at where Bojack's henchmen power levels would be is just by watching Trunks battle Kogu. Kogu is shown to be able to put up a decent fight, at least until Trunks really starts to power up. One-on-one they'd be enough to challenge Trunks, but would most likely lose in the end. It required them to work together in order to take him down. The thing is, if they were really weaker than Android 17 and 18, which I remind you would not only be weaker than Semi-Perfect Cell, but also Imperfect Cell, they would be dead in a matter of seconds, whether they worked as a team or not. Those threads would not be able to do anything to either Trunks or Vegeta if they were that weak. If I were to accurately place Zanya's power level, it would most likely be either less than or equal to that of Suppressed Perfect Cell. Zangya is easily more powerful than Semi-Perfect Cell, which again would also make her way more powerful than Android 18. Like I said before, the truth is, there really wouldn't be much of a fight. Zangya could just one-shot her and be over in a matter of seconds. Even with unlimited stamina, it still wouldn't help Android 18 much. Unlimited stamina would only give a slight advantage to someone if their power were around the same level. Android 18's power level would be so insignificant compared to Zanya's that she wouldn't even have to use much energy at all. Now, you might be thinking, what if Android 18 used a Destructo Disc on her? While yes, that could potentially kill anyone that can't regenerate, which would be the only possible way that Android 18 could win against Zangya. But then again, that's like saying, what if Krillin managed to hit Frieza with a Destructo Disc? Would that automatically make Krillin more powerful than Frieza? In short, no. Help me! So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether or not you like Android 18 more. That doesn't change the fact that there is no logical way that she could possibly be more powerful than Zangya. As much as I would love to have seen this fight, definitely more so than what actually happened in the movie, the unfortunate reality is that they are in two completely separate leagues, with Zangya being the superior. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video.